Hello, and we're back with another one. Let's jump straight into it because, as you guys know, my time is not guaranteed. I can hear baby crying, but Mama-in-law is here saving the day, so let's try and get some work done. So yesterday we started off with this new set, which I still don't remember. I don't really understand, but hey, let's do this. Now you need to find a value that occurs with the highest frequency. Use object.keys method for this. Now let's quickly figure out what this is. Object.keys is a static method that returns an array of a given object's own enumerable string keyed property names. Oh, okay, this is the keys. Okay, so object.values return the values. Object.keys returns the keys. Okay, cool. For a given object, that's useful. Okay, so let's see. We're going to chain that with dot sort. And for the callback, we're going to use A and B. To return Okay, so all of this will return a key. And I want to say 0. Right. So all of this is returning a key, right? All of this bit is returning a key. What we've done here is we started sorting it such that we're going to keep shifting the key until we get to the highest one and move that. We're going to keep shifting the highest one up, right? and then once we're done with that, that's now going to be the first value in the array, and that would be at the array element 0. So we just stick that on the end, and we've got it. I sort of understand what's going on there. I can't say I fully, would I be able to get there myself? No, not presently. Not presently at all. But I get what it's doing. I probably need to do a bit more with these sort of object keys accounts. I might need to go through this particular challenge again. But okay, okay. So, yeah, the mode is a single value, regardless of how many times it occurs. We're going to use filter to start to do that. So, I'm going to filter it. The callback function should return whether the value of counts.l is equal to counts.highest. Okay, so and filter takes a callback function as well. And here we're going to take L. No, we don't need L. No, I think it can just be a filter that calls. It's true. No, it does need L. But I thought we've got L there. I mean, testament to the fact that I don't really get what's going on here. Baby's crying. But mom's out there as well now. Alright, I'll have to go and check on them. Let's see if there's a mode ID. ID mean, ID median. ID mode. Cool. Next calculation is range, which is the difference between the largest and smallest number. You previously learned about the global math object, and math has a min method to get the smallest from series of numbers and the max method to get the largest. Here's how to get the smallest number from an array. Okay. Okay. So we are going to declare a function, get range, that will you take an array as a parameter. And then we want to find a math min. So we take the array, we find math.max of the array minus math.min of the same. Let's return this. Yeah. So we're just finding the math max by spreading the array into the math max method, and we're subtracting the same from the min. We're subtracting the min from the same array, and we're just returning the result of that. So that's fairly straightforward. Cool. So we then do the same thing. Const range equal to get range of numbers I haven't checked this. I'm going to presume there's one called range. I'm going to set a text content. I haven't even checked this, but I mean, it all follows the same pattern, so it's a fairly safe presumption to make. I know I shouldn't be chewing gum, but sometimes you need to. Okay, variance. This is our last one. Oh no, that's not true. Cool. So we're going to find out how far the data deviates from the mean. Can declare get variance function that takes an array, and with that function we're going to declare mean variable that uses our get mean function with the array. So cool, and that will give us the mean of the array. At that point, I guess we might find the math min or math max and do something with it, maybe a subtraction or addition. Again, those are statistics things that you'd have to research and figure out. If you're doing this, we're just learning on the JavaScript side of things how we can use our array methods to achieve these things. So cool. Taking the microphone away because I be chewing, y'all, and I just be sounding like growl, growl, growl. So now we're going to create a new variable differences, and we're going to use array.map and return the value of L minus mean. Let's quickly refresh our memories on what array.map means. I believe it does something like create a new array from a given array using the callback. Yeah, so it iterates through the array and executes the callback on each element of the array. So here in our differences, we are calling the map method on array, and our callback is returning for each element cool. The next step is to square each of the differences. The square value, you use that operator. Okay. Damn. Okay. So we're doing the same thing as we did with differences, hence why it's called square differences, and I'm just going to be cheeky and do that. Oh, I should have done that. Do that instead. Copy that across. Squared differences array.map Oh, I don't need a first bracket, it seems. So I'm doing it brackets that. I don't actually need the first brackets, which is cool. Okay. So we take an element and then we are squaring it. So, ooh. Oh, sorry. Square differences should use differences and not array. My bad. Some of the cons of copy and paste. Get lazy with it. You make mistakes. Ooh, that rhymed. I am a poet. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna pause it here. We've done enough for today. Step 40. Um, if I can hazard a opportunity to offer some encouragement, I think life has a tendency of throwing stuff our way when we want to get something done. And sometimes I think there's a quote I remember seeing that said, happiness is not doing the things you love, but learning to love the things you need to do. And I think there are times where we're hit with every reason to not do the things we want to do. Um, and we can shut down and say, okay, I'm not feeling it, so I'm not going to do it. Or we can reframe and say, I need to do this, therefore I will love doing it. That's a bit backwards. But the point I'm trying to make is that I think with an exercise like this, with an exercise like learning to code, with anything that you deem worthy of showing up for, it's worth not letting the instances where you don't feel like showing up stop you from showing up. Like, I was thinking this yesterday, I'd rather have a bad showing than a no showing, and showing up knowing that you're going to have a bad session, I think is worth much more than saying I'm going to have a bad session, therefore I'm not going to show up. Because no one ever regrets making progress, you know? So, yeah, a bit of a roundabout thing. I think I'm getting my head back into it a little bit. I'm understanding what's going on. But I just want to encourage you to keep showing up for whatever it is you're showing up for. It's worth it. It's worth it. And when you don't feel like showing up, show up anyway. Show up and do a bad job that day, but just show up for yourself, And then the next day will be better, or not. But eventually you keep showing up, you're going to be making progress, and that, I think, is a net positive. So,